So please excuse my messy basement, but I was telling you about Ballerina Mermaid. My older daughter obviously named her. She was only 5 years old when Addie was born. She has been a bird I've been slowly training. So I am trying not to give her any kind of bad habits. And Evie is also learning on this bird because she is pretty much perfect when it comes to birds. Why would you want to go up there? You silly. There's no reason for that. Are we going to play or not tonight? So with birds, little tiny things really affect them. And I'm pretty sure I know what is bothering her right now. It's a cooler in this room that is new. And my husband just put it there. And one thing that I always have to really pay attention to and think about is any kind of differences that are happening, anything that could bring fear to the bird. Because if I give the bird fear, we just go back in our training. And that cooler, even though it's not scary, not doing anything to her, is just new. So I would bet if I move it when she's in a high safe spot, she'll do much better. And training in a place like this, like a basement that's ever changing, is actually a very good thing. Because they can practice little things. Now, do you feel better? Now that that scary blue cooler's gone? Oh yeah, confidence level boosted big time. And when you know you can do a little more with the birds, is you're looking for no hesitation. So if she hesitates when I call her, she's not quite ready, see the little hesitation, to move on, to get a little more, do a little more. So I'm not going to go past this point until I see no hesitation. Okay, sweet girl, you ready to go here? And again, less hesitation. Still seeing hesitation though. So we're going to give her one more time, see if she hesitates here or not. Guess what she's looking at? The blue cooler. Yeah, I know. That blue cooler, it's really okay. It's on the floor. Shouldn't be intimidating you. And Harris hawks are incredibly smart animals. They're one of the only socially hunting hawks in the world. They hunt as a pack of wolves. And they cooperatively hunt. So one of them can actually go chase another one out. Like if they go into a rabbit hole or a thing of cactus. And because they're so social, they are incredibly smart. Kind of like the cravens. So you might have seen Lily and Romeo that we've had for 20 years. They are incredibly smart. And with the intelligence also comes fear. So they get scared sometimes. And when they get scared, it doesn't help with trust. And we don't want to do that. Because all the training is 100% based on trust. I don't ever weigh my birds. A lot of like bird shows, and you kind of have to when you're dealing with the public and dealing with them flying away in like windy conditions. But are you done playing tonight? Come on. But most of the public uses kind of a base weight on them, so they weigh them every day. They see how much muscle they have. They don't want them to really have a ton of fat. They want to keep them motivated through food reward. And if you have a trust-based relationship, you don't even need to do weight control whatsoever. So Ballerina Mermaids never had weight control. Neither has the Ravens. Don't have any weight control whatsoever. Unless you're like first starting a bird. Are you done? Okay. And really listening to them is incredibly important. So if she is done, well, then she's done. So what we're going to do is finish with the lure. The lure is something we use for recall in shows. So if we have a problem and we can't get her back because she's scared of something, we use the lure. And the lure, she's just learning, but it means that she gets a big reward. So it's called jackpotting. And we like to explain it like a casino. When you're putting money into a slot machine, even though you don't get a bunch of money all the time, you keep putting it in because you could possibly get a jackpot. So if you jackpot them, they are more motivated to do it, just like we're more motivated to put money in than just if they get it all the time. Kind of interesting training psychology. But she did really well tonight. I'm happy with her performance. She didn't like that blue cooler, but that's typical bird. Anything new can be a little scary. She went down to the lure tonight. She hasn't been going to that lately. And then she also did not try to carry. So carrying is a very natural behavior that happens. So in the wild, if they catch a big piece of meat, like a rabbit, in a Harris Fox case, a quail, like she's eating right now, a rat, some kind of rodent, they automatically want to go and hide it, take it away so no other raptors, like an eagle or a coyote or other predators like bobcats, can run up and take their meal and kill them. So it's a very natural instinct. So a thing that they do is, if they look at you at all in a scary way, then you are possibly a predator that could take their food. So they just tried to take their food and take it away from you. But if they really trust you, they'll bring you the food. And like with the cravens, they trust me so much that they will actually... Gotta get my hood lifted over here. But they will actually store the food on you and hide it for later. It's a behavior called caching. And caching is very interesting because they've learned that they like remember where they cache for up to a very long time. But yeah, ravens and caching, can't get me started on it because it's so interesting and incredible how intelligent these birds are. But I'm excited to do some extra stuff with her. We're just really getting her well trained. I would say she's only about 40% trained. But I don't want to give her any bad habits because, again, she's going to be with us for the remainder of her life. She's only as old as my daughter. She's 3 years old. And again, we fed her every day, 7 times a day, because her mother could not figure out how to feed her babies. You did great tonight, Ballerina. Let's put your hood on. We'll put you away for the night. Good girl. Clean off your face. Thank you very much for watching. Subscribe to our channel. Bird training is fun.